Well, I have to say, I didn't think the judging was too bad this week. And you're probably thinking, how the hell can you say that when all your crosses was in Zone 3? Because I wasn't going to play this at all this week. When I saw this picture last week, I thought, I do not like that picture at all. Just don't like it. Now, my problem wasn't with the guy in red. It was the guy in yellow. And how would the judges perceive the angle he was looking at? Because he's looking quite steep. So all I did, initially, I mean, I know it looks like it's just two crosses there, but each one is two crosses. They've both got another cross 1 pixel away. So this one of mine on the top left here, that's two crosses there. That's the first two I did. I originally did my free one, and I did another one as a backup one, just in case I was lucky enough to win, because you've got to assume that you're going to win, otherwise you wouldn't play it. So I only did those two, used up some of my credit, and I wasn't going to use any more credit, and I'm just going to keep it till this week and leave it at that. But what happened was, that was on Tuesday, what happened was on Saturday, they brought out the daily deal, and they had the Audi S3 with 30 grand, plus of course you could have the 50 grand, and I thought, and the tickets were half price. I thought, well, that's not a bad deal, that Audi S3, I'd take that, plus 80 grand in cash, yeah, bugger it, I'll do another two crosses. So I sort of ignored these two, and I started from scratch, drew lines, and just did this one. Even though, to be fair, I actually did think that the cross would be higher, sort of where it is now. I just didn't think the judges would go that high. And my problem was, even though he is looking that high, and I think it's pretty much spot on, I just didn't think they'd go that high. And of course, you've got to play to where you think the judges are going to put it. That's the whole point. I mean, if you look at where I've put, if you draw a line up from the guy in red here, up through the middle of mine, that's where they've gone. So I had the guy in red right, and he was never my issue. But, of course, the guy in yellow, they've got him as looking higher. And I'm happy with that, because I think he was looking higher than mine. I just didn't think they would go that high. So let's have a look at the judges' clusters. Alright, this is where I think the average isn't that bad. Because if you look at how wide apart the lines are from the furthest left, furthest right for the red player, it's not too wide a band. And the average obviously is going to be in the middle. That makes sense, that's how they do it. And then the band from the player on the right in the yellow, that's not a very wide band either. And I don't think any of them are sort of that far out that you could remove any. I don't think that's a bad judging at all this week. I've already scanned it forward, and I know that they didn't take any out, so this is the final result. But I can't see how you can take any out of there, and it wasn't bad judging at all. I know you think it's a bit strange me saying that when I was only in Zone 3, but well, I just explained that was my own fault. I messed that up myself. I just didn't think they'd go that high. But I think generally good judging this week. So I've just used the credit I had this week, which was only £1 something, for just the next week's one. But of course they've got 20% off as well. That's mounted up a bit. I'll show you what I spent now. See, I didn't use anything. I didn't spend anything last week because I just used my credit. I was only just over the 20 quid to stay in the silver for this week, and I've just spent, like 20 minutes ago, I just spent £5.46, but that was on 6 tickets for one of the camper vans. I'll break that down for you now, how I spent that. So there's the order details for when I just put the order in now. So I had the one free one, and I had 5 other ones, plus the 50 grand cash. But it was, it came to £10.75, 6 tickets then for the 50,000 cash and fuel. The whole lot come to £19.75. I had money off then for the picking 5 tickets. Then you put the code in, summer 20, and had 20% off. But it took that off first. I thought it would have taken the dream car credit off first. Don't know why I thought that, just thought it would. But what it did, of course, that 1975 minus 165 is £18.10. 20% of that's £3.62, so it took that off first. Then it took the dream car credit I had left off, so that 1975 ended up as £5.46. So that's all I spent in 2 weeks, is £5.46. I done 4 tickets last week, 6 tickets this week. It's not bad if you know what you're doing with these things, is it? Let's have a quick look at my Yiannimize then to see how what I've done for this week. So this is what I've done for this week's, which ends on Thursday. I've got 7 tickets on the £15,000 cash. They were 69 pence a ticket. I don't know why I picked 7 tickets. It was just a random number I picked. 7 tickets for £2,500, which is 49 pence a ticket, and 7 tickets for the £5,000, which was 29 pence a ticket. But the odds are really good because there's not many people buying tickets. And I think for today only, it's 25% off. So the whole lot came to something like £10, 8 pence, I think. And then 20% off came to £7 something. Well, I mean, that's only the £7 I would have spent on the midweek car game that now I can't spend because they stopped it. So, you know, unlucky BOTB, the money's going somewhere else now. So basically, all 3 of these competitions finish at midnight Thursday night. I've got 21 tickets altogether. That cost me £7 something. It was average of like 30 odd pence a ticket. So we'll see how they get on. Alright, that's it. It's a bit short one this week. Hope you're not all suffering in this hot weather. I know I am. Anyway, speak next week, guys. All the best. Good luck.